Good Monday afternoon, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well around the lunchtime hour. This is Stephen Ray, and as you can see, the Storm Prediction Center has placed a good portion of Mississippi underneath a severe weather risk as we move into the day on Wednesday. And this is an enhanced risk, and it looks like it is going to be kind of like what we dealt with last week when Mississippi State and a bunch of the other places experienced wind damage. It looks like that this is going to be a strong line of thunderstorms that are going to congeal into a line of storms and move across Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, and then getting into Alabama. And it does look like that with embedded in the line, you could see winds in excess of 70 to 80 miles per hour and quick spin up tornadoes. And this is going to be into the afternoon and evening hours. And it's going to be closer to dark, closer to the Mississippi Alabama state line as you go. And so this is going to be a really fast mover of strong to severe thunderstorms. And this does go all the way from north of the Baton Rouge, Louisiana area, all the way up to just outside of Tunica, Mississippi, Oxford, and Tupelo. Now, if you live in the central, eastern, or western portions of Mississippi, basically from the Hamburg, Arkansas area down to the Bastrop, Louisiana, and the Natchez, Mississippi area, all the way over to Columbus and the Alabama state line. You guys can see the enhanced risk of severe storms with damaging winds upwards of 70 to possibly even 80 and tornadoes. Now, if you were in the delta of Mississippi west of I 55, noon until 3 p.m. is going to be your time frame, and then that is west of I 55, noon until 3 p.m., and then east of I 55 is going to be 2 until 8 p.m. for the most dangerous severe weather with damaging straight line winds and the possibility of a few spin up tornadoes. Now, as you can see, today's high temperatures are going to be close to 80 degrees. It is going to be a gorgeous day out there, and it's also going to be a great day tomorrow. And then, of course, the severe weather hits on Wednesday. Now, outside of thunderstorms on Wednesday. You can see that everybody is in an elevated threat with gusts as high as 40 to 50 miles per hour with sustained winds of 25 to 35 across all the areas there in central Mississippi. Down trees and power lines are possible, and travel may become difficult for high profile vehicles. And there is no doubt that a wind advisory will probably be needed by the time we get into Wednesday for central portions, eastern portions, and western portions of the Mississippi area for strong winds outside of thunderstorms up to 40 to 50 miles per hour. Now let's go a little bit further off to the north and check on our friends in and around the Memphis area, South Haven, Oxford, and Tupelo. As you can see, Oxford and Tupelo, you guys are in the enhanced risk with an elevated threat down here of wind damage. The hail threat is extremely low. The tornado threat is non zero, but it's still a possibility, and the flooding issue is also there. Wednesday, mainly during the afternoon and the evening for all of the Mid South. But the greatest risk is across northern Mississippi. Stay weather aware and have multiple ways of receiving warnings in the event that this stuff does become severe. And then, of course, going all the way back down to the south, down towards the Macomb, Mississippi area and the Pine Belt area of Mississippi. As you can see, there is a 3 out of 5 confidence level for numerous severe thunderstorms possible. And that does also include the northern portions of Baton Rouge and Hammond, Louisiana. A line of severe thunderstorm with damaging winds and a few tornadoes will cross over the area Wednesday into Wednesday night for all of southeast Louisiana and southern Mississippi. Now, as you can see in the in the orange shaded areas, damaging winds are getting up here towards a red threat. Tornadoes are at a medium, large hail is low, and then flooding rains is in the medium as well. Stay weather aware, have multiple ways of receiving warnings, and know where your safe place is in the event that you need to take shelter. Now, have multiple ways of getting warnings basically from the internet, a reliable internet site, local and radio, local TV and radio, outdoor sirens. But of course, there is a debate about whether or not outdoor sirens really help you hear the warnings if you are inside your home, from your family and friends, NOAA weather radio, and then of course the wireless emergency alerts and your weather apps on your phone. Now, if you are in your home, move to the lowest level of an interior room without windows, like a closet or a bathroom. Like I said, make sure that it is an interior room, not an exterior room, because that puts you more at a disadvantage with the outside walls closer to the outside of your home. If you have a basement in your home, this is the best option, and make sure you cover your head and neck to protect yourself from falling debris. Now, if you are in an apartment, or a university dormitory, go to the lowest possible floor and into a central room. Crouch under an indoor stairwell or in an interior windowless hallway, and make sure once again to cover your head and neck to protect yourself from falling debris. And here is the key: if you are in a mobile home, it is not safe and you must seek an alternate shelter. Make plans ahead of time to stay with friends and family who live in a sturdier building. And as a last resort, lie down flat on your stomach with your hands over your head in a ditch or ravine. But that is the last option if you have nowhere else to go in the event of a mobile home. So, what you need to do is today is going to be beautiful and tomorrow is going to be beautiful. You need to go on ahead and talk to your friends, talk to your neighbors, talk to your family members, and ask if you were in a mobile home, please could you come before a tornado warning is issued and seek shelter with them. If a tornado warning is issued and you are still in your mobile home, it may very well be too late for you guys to get out of a mobile home. So, once again, a good portion of Mississippi has been placed underneath a enhanced risk. This also may be upgraded to a moderate risk as we go into the day tomorrow, for the potential of extremely high damaging straight line winds in the event that we get that squall line that is going to move across the area on the day Wednesday and into Wednesday night. Now, I will tell you there are still a little bit of issues regarding whether or not we're going to see supercells out ahead of the main line. It does not look like that is going to be the case. However, with thunderstorms, you can always expect the unexpected. So, once again, to keep checking back for the latest weather information in the event that we do have an upgrade of the severe weather potential. But, like I said, today is going to be perfect. Once again, there are your high temperatures for today in and around the Mississippi area, basically from Greenwood all the way down to Hattiesburg. Temperatures are going to be from the 77-degree range all the way up to as high as 81 degrees. And so it's going to be a beautiful day out there to get out there and enjoy it. But going ahead and make sure that you secure any loose objects in your yard, because winds of 25 to 35 miles per hour are likely during the day on Wednesday and into the overnight hours as well, with gusts of 40 to 50 miles per hour. So you've got 2 days to prepare for this over in Mississippi, and then Wednesday it will be bearing down on you guys pretty quick. And this is going to be a pretty big rainmaker as well. And so, with the saturated grounds that we saw last week, winds of 40 to 50, and then of course with the thunderstorms, high winds as high as 70 miles per hour are nothing to play around with, and so that could easily knock over trees onto homes and power lines. So make sure that you treat this severe thunderstorm warning, any severe thunderstorm warning on Wednesday, like a tornado warning, and make sure that you go to your safe place in the event that a severe weather warning is issued for your area. So, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your afternoon and evening. I intend to do another updated video tomorrow during the day, whether it'll be morning or afternoon, I'm not sure yet. But when we have the latest data, I will be here providing coverage for you guys tomorrow to let you know any updates. And then, of course, Wednesday, as we get closer to the event and the event unfolds, I will be here to provide severe weather coverage as needed right here on social media. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day if you are in Mississippi. And if you are watching over in the great state of Alabama, I am about to switch over and tell you guys what you can expect over in the state of Alabama. All right, good Monday afternoon, everybody. This is Stephen Ray, and I wanted to do a quick little video and let you guys know that today is going to be a perfect day. Tomorrow is going to be a gorgeous day, but as we move into the day on Wednesday and into Wednesday evening, it is looking like that the western portions of the state of Alabama, including a good portion of west and central Alabama and southwest Alabama, including the Tuscaloosa, Foster's, Ralph Romulus area, and then getting over into Pickens County, Lamar County, Fayette County, Walker, Winston, Colbert, Lauderdale, and then down towards the south, basically from Mobile and points all the way north to Tuscaloosa, are underneath an enhanced risk of severe storms as we move into the early evening and overnight hours on Wednesday. So this does include, like I said, the Tuscaloosa metro area, also Selma. This also includes the western portions of the Birmingham metro area as well. Now, let me also just go ahead and tell you that have multiple ways to get warnings. You can do that with a reliable internet source. You can also do the local TV and radio. You can also do a NOAA weather radio. You can also do a wireless emergency alert and weather apps. And then, of course, from your friends, family, and coworkers as well. Now, in the event that you have a tornado warning issued or a severe thunderstorm warning issued during this event, basically, this is where you need to go. If you are inside your home, move to the lowest level of an interior room without windows, like a closet or a bathroom. If you have a basement in your home, this is the best option, and make sure you cover your head and neck to protect yourself from falling debris. Now, if you are in an apartment or a university dormitory, go to the lowest possible floor and into a central room. Crouch under an indoor stairwell or in an interior windowless hallway and cover your head and neck to protect yourself from flying debris. And the main thing right here, if you are in a mobile home, you must get out of your mobile home and seek an alternate shelter that is a sturdier shelter than your mobile home. It is not safe. Make plans ahead of time to stay with friends and or family who live in a sturdy building. And if you can't, and your last resort, key is last resort, is to lie down flat on your stomach with your hands over your head in a ditch or ravine. But that is the very, very last option that you have. So today is going to be gorgeous. Tomorrow is going to be gorgeous. Today is the time that you guys, if you live in a mobile home, need to go on ahead and get to a place of safety, meaning call your friends, call your family members, and ask them, if I live in a mobile home, can I please stay with you on Wednesday in the event that we do have severe weather and tornadoes? Now, if you basically from west of 65 in the Birmingham Metro West, including Tuscaloosa, Hamilton, and Demopolis, you guys are in the enhanced risk for tornadoes, damaging wind gusts upwards of 70 to possibly even 80 miles per hour and quarters. If you are basically from Gadsden and Anniston to Alexander City and Troy points west, you guys are in the slight risk, tornadoes possible, and damaging winds upwards of 60. And then in far east Alabama over towards the Georgia state line, you guys are in the marginal risk, which is threats mentioned above are less likely, but cannot be ruled out. So if you are in the orange shaded area, you have numerous severe thunderstorms possible. If you are in the yellow shaded area, you guys are in the scattered severe storms possible. And if you are in the light green or dark green areas, you guys are in the isolated severe storms. To kind of put this into context of what the orange, the yellow, and the green represent. So once again, green is an isolated threat. Yellow is a scattered threat, and the yellow is a numerous threat of severe storms likely with the system. Now, today and tomorrow is going to be the perfect time for you guys to get out there and make sure that you secure your loose items that you have in and around your home, like get the trampoline down, make sure you secure your trash cans, lawn furniture, because these are going to be the highest expected wind gusts in miles per hour Wednesday night through Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday night, and these are outside of the thunderstorms that are going to move in. And as you can see, there is a good swath up West Alabama that are in the 40 to 45 mile per hour range, and some pockets in there of close to 50 miles per hour of winds that are going to be outside of thunderstorms. And with all the rain that we saw last week, that is going to make the ground extremely saturated. And once again, we could have trees and power lines, trees falling on the power lines even before the main storms get into western Alabama. So make sure you have multiple ways of receiving warnings. Prepare for the outside risk before the storms get there of losing power. Make sure you have all devices charged and make sure that you secure your loose items outside because of the event of strong pressure gradient winds outside of thunderstorms, and especially if you were in the higher elevations closer to the Huntsville metro area down to Decatur, Athens, and places like Hamilton and downtown Birmingham, and especially on Red Mountain and then Mount Cheaha as well, because winds easily up there could be in the 45 to 50 mile per hour range. And as you can see, there are pockets across northern Tuscaloosa County and then down into Pickens Green and Sumter counties and Choctaw County that do have winds approaching the 50 mile per hour range. And one more thing I do need to mention that a good portion of western Alabama could see anywhere between 1.5 and 2 inches of rain with this storm system between 1 p.m. Wednesday through 7 a.m. on Thursday. And there is also a small pocket closer to the Clanton area, and then over there from Alexander City all the way down to Wetumpka, and in between Prattville, Selma, and Montgomery, they could see 2 to 3 inches of rain as well. So anywhere from 1.5 inches all the way to close to 4 inches of rain are possible with this storm system as we move into the day on Wednesday. And one more stop before we go down here in South Alabama. Basically, if you are along the 65 corridor, which runs from Mobile to Montgomery and points off to the northwest, you guys are in the enhanced risk. The rest of you guys are in the yellow shaded area, which is the slight risk, which is Wednesday afternoon through Wednesday night. Stay weather aware or review your family emergency plan and kit. Tornadoes, damaging winds, and large hail are the main issues. However, I will caution you that these are going to be more along the line of a straight line wind damage event. So this is going to be the most deadly portion of this system. It's going to be the straight line wind gusts that could approach 80 miles per hour across the orange shaded area here as we move into the day on Wednesday and into Wednesday night. So make sure you prepare right now accordingly for the potential of damaging straight line winds and the outside risk of hail and a few tornadoes. Now, this very well could be upgraded to an enhanced risk as we get into the day tomorrow and then especially on Wednesday, depending on how all the models shape out with this. But for right now, we've got an enhanced risk basically west of 65 in Alabama that includes the areas of Russellville and Red Bay, Alabama, all the way down to the area of Chatham in Mobile County, and that does include the western portions of Birmingham and all of Tuscaloosa County. Guys, I hope that y'all have a wonderful rest of your afternoon and evening. And I intend to do another weather video during the day tomorrow, and then especially as we move into the day on Wednesday to keep you abreast of the latest weather information. You guys can always check on and keep up with us here. And let me also show you one last thing that I want to do before I sign off. We actually do have the option to send you guys weather information from Alabama stormtroopers on the Zillow app. If you download the Zillow app from the Stormtrooper Network, it will also provide you with the latest weather information and it will actually, now this of course, now this is just a warning and a hype to let you guys know what the Zillow app will do for you in the event that you do download it and look for the Alabama Stormtroopers on the Zillow app.
The National Weather Service in Birmingham has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for central Shelby County in central Alabama until 10:15 p.m. CT.
So basically, the Weather Service warning will be read off to you wherever you live in the state of Alabama if you download the Zillow app and look for Alabama Stormtroopers on the Zillow app. And that is a wonderful, wonderful thing to have in the event that you have to be awakened in the middle of the night. This thing will wake you up regardless of whether you have the app turned on or not. And so this thing will awaken you and let you know that there is weather coming towards your area in the event of severe weather, for tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings as well. So make sure you check out the Zillow app under the Alabama Stormtroopers for the latest weather information. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys right back here with another severe weather video tomorrow right here on social media. God bless, and I will see you guys on down the road.